Here's a video of my Extreme Power 82100 XP. This is a discontinued model, and I got a big old tree that's been blown down on my Uncle Jeb's property, which he got me a call last night and told me there's a big tree that fell down during the ice storm. No, during a tornado storm. We had an ice storm about 3 years ago. But now we had a tornado around in West Virginia that it blew all the trees down at his property. So I will eventually take this with me and my steel MS310 Farm Boss. I am going to attempt to put a new carburetor into this thing today. And I will intentionally do a repair video on it when it gets here. It shipped yesterday. So now it's going to be here today. I did mow the grass about minutes ago by my garage, right before it rained. And I will take my scrunch tool with me for my MS310 just in case. This will work on the Extreme Power too. This is going to be a cold start on it. I hadn't started it in about 2 days. I was going to get ready to do a video of these solar eclipse yesterday, but it didn't happen. Let's see how this thing will definitely start. But that is a cold start on the Extreme Power 82100 XP. I did have to make some little bit of adjustments onto the carburetor from 2 days, but it wasn't running right. But it is a good quality little saw, but I will intentionally change out the pads on it. Get rid of this and that to make it look like new. I'm only going to do one at a time, but I don't want to take the whole thing apart. But it is a good saw, but I am going to bring my 82100 XP and my MS310, which is I am going to put a new carburetor into it, which is it's coming today. Which is it is coming today, but stay tuned for that. I did sharpen the chain on the Harbor Freight chain sharpener last night, and it did a good job. But I think I might be able to use that on the MS310 if I wanted to. I'd rather have a 20-inch bar onto this thing anyway. But it is my Uncle Lonnie's MS310. My dad used to run that thing a long time ago. But now he runs a Husqvarna 460 Rancher, which he doesn't usually run this thing no more, but it's been used. But my Uncle Lonnie bought it brand new to replace the 031 AV electronic. But I will intentionally put a new spark plug in it, because it came in with the kit with a carburetor, fuel line, intake line, and fuel filter, and tank vent, and an air filter. But this thing's got a 22-inch bar, but it only recommends an 18-inch or 16-inch bar. It's a small little saw, but it's a 45cc, but it would have been a 52 or 57cc. But I am going to change this right here for today, and change that, and change that. But anyways, I'll go ahead and show you when I mowed the grass today. I did use my Troy Belt curb shaft weed eater. Got all this cut down. I got all of it cut down right here and here. And I do want to apologize for not making lawn cutting video, but I will intentionally do it sometime this year. And I did use my pull-on leaf blower. And I found some more old motor oil, which I put some of this stuff in there because it's a big old oil can, which I'm using for all the chainsaws and stuff instead of bar and chain oil. But anyway, I'll have a repair video of the MS310, putting some tune-up kit on it. I will have to figure out somehow how to put a new intake line into it without taking this whole saw apart. If you guys know how to put an intake line in for it right there with this thing, let me know in the comments. But this thing will make it through the big old tree, but it's a big one. But an 18-inch and 20-inch saw will not be able to make it through it. But the MS310 might be able to make it through it, but it is a 59cc engine. But this one's a 45cc, but I figured this thing will make it through it with a sharp-ass Husqvarna chain I made onto it. But it is made in China, but all them fake saws, including the other ones, are made in China. But the Husqvarna was made in USA, and steel was made in Germany, and Poland is made in America, and the Echo is assembled in USA, but they're made in Japan. The only thing I like about this, but it reminds me of the Homelight Big Red and the XL12. And it don't have a throttle lock, but I just make one, but that's not a throttle lock, but I just want to pretend that is a throttle lock. I don't occasionally use a throttle lock. I don't need to. I started it fine without using the throttle lock. I'll show you why it starts that way without one. When you turn the kill switch on, give it a yank. But that's just the way they run like that. But they do start like weed eaters. But here's my next project I'm going to be working on is my FS55 brush cutter. I will eventually get a new carburetor with it. and a new type of fuel lines for it. There's the air filter cover. And I may well be able to transform this fan into a weed trimmer. All I had to do is just go to a steel dealer and buy one of them trimmer heads for this fan. But this will be a fun project to do. And sometime, maybe someday, I will potentially work on some lawnmowers. Which that'll be kind of fun. Just like working on them chainsaws. Anyways, hope y'all liked the video. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.